It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Ashraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world.
Osimhen! He's done very well to get to that.
Osimhen is offering a wry smile there.
Play for a goal kick. Bassi. Aina. Lukman. Aina. And it's played forward. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, easy pickings there. Osai Samuel. And it's Osai Samuel. They can break here. Amrabat. We expected better, and so did he. Aim forwards. And here's Osimhen. And he's running through. Osimhen! Gets a foot in here. Morocco have a free kick. Osai Samuel. Chukwueze. Osai Samuel. Aina. Hangs one in. Danger averted for now. And they've got Reed. And that's been won straight back. Aina. And here's Osimhen. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. He's gone for goal. Brahim Diaz is onto it in a flash. Aina. Referee's given a throw. Proves too strong. Nadir. Oh, this looks sharp. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Lukman. Aina. Lovely bit of skill. Out towards the flank. Showing good feet. Chukwueze. And the shot! Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz, gently done. Aina. And it's Ndidi. Brahim Diaz. Amrabat. Hakimi. Bassi. Aina. Lukman. Aina. Nigeria, it's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
He's cut it out, and he's there to clear it. He can get that clear. And it's Osei Samuel. Plenty waiting in the middle. Cross goes in there. Moved on forwards. Aina. And it's played forward. Climbs up big! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Bassi. Aina. Ndidi. That's really well manoeuvred. That has been knocked clear. Gets it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Bassi. Ndidi. That's a cute ball. And it's hoisted clear. Aina. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, what a... He's had a shot! Played down the flank. Now here's the delivery. Osei Samuel. So we're still where we started right now. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Bruno sends that a long way. Osei Samuel. Chukwueze. Oh, that's nice. Looking for a decent ball in. And Didi. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And it's Hakimi. Across it goes. And it's claimed by the keeper. Aina, aim forwards. Lukman. Aina. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Looking to break at pace. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Aguirre. Brahim Diaz. Morocco going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Plays it out wide. Brahim Diaz. Mazraoui forwards and with intent. Bassi with the clearance. And he's there to clear it. And it's Hakimi. It's run loose here. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Osei Samuel. That's a nicely weighted pass. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Unahi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
The ball goes in.
Morocco clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Hakimi. Aguirre, long ball upfield. Bassi. Chukwueze. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Thinks one through. Nicely worked. And he's there to get it away. Cuts out the pass. Mazraoui is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Chukwueze. Osai Samuel. Nadir wins the duel this time. That's really well manoeuvred. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Aina. Out for a throw. Mazraoui. And it's Diaz. Amrabat. Great defending, strong and determined. Moved on forwards. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's played forward. Nadir. Mazraoui. Brahim Diaz. He's in plenty of space here. And it's played in here. Unahi. Oh, good spread. Mazraoui. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Bassi. Ndidi. Aina. And it's Ndidi. That has found him in acres of space. Aguirre with the clearance. Osai Samuel's cross. They've played it short. Time to deliver. Moved on forwards. And he welcomes it in. Chukwueze. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Against the crossbar. Mazraoui clears it away. Amrabat, forwards and with intent. Nadir. Played out wide. Nice control. Hakimi plays it in. Bassi is there and he can get that clear. That's really well manoeuvred. Hakimi. Nadir.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Osimhen. Out to the left it goes. Lookman. Tries a shot! Nadir shifted upfield. Lookman. That is lovely. Chukwueze. Osei Samuel. And that was very necessary. And they've got a throw. Torunariga. Nigeria getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Chukwueze. And it's Osei Samuel. Osei Samuel. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Chukwueze. Now it's Ndidi. It's anyone. Osimhen! And it's a goal! And Nigeria are ahead. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
The muscular approach does pay off here. Nadir. Amrabat. Hakimi played over towards the opposite flank. Mazraoui. And here's Brahim Diaz. Defending of the desperate variety. Nigeria looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Over to the left. Deftly away. Osei Samuel. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, there's a probing ball. Tries a deft little ball. Mazraoui. There's the header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Lookman. Aim forwards. Brahim Diaz. Unahi. Nigeria looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Very nicely done. Unahi. Amrabat. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. It's come to nothing. Moved on forwards. Nice looking ball. Quality ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Aina. And that's put paid to a promising move. Aguirre shifted upfield. Nadir with a definite foul there. And that's going to be a booking. Lookman. And here's Chukwueze. Out to the right. And here's Chukwueze. Chukwueze. Chukwueze! A terrific save from the keeper.
Chukwueze really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Aguirre getting this one clear. Nadir does really well to win the ball there. Amrabat. Chukwueze. Osei Samuel. Nigeria leading then, courtesy of the goal. Big chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Aina. And it's played forward. That's really well manoeuvred. Now that's well seen too. Moved on forwards. Osimhen! Denied by an instinctive impressive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bassi. Can he get onto this? Lookman picks it up out wide. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And it's Ndidi. Shapes to shoot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Nicely intercepted. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. I'm going to review. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Osei Samuel. Aina. Aguirre gets over and intercepts. Brahim Diaz. Amrabat forwards and with intent. No way through there. Torunariga. Ndidi. Hakimi. Nadir shifted upfield. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Aina. And it's played forward. Lookman looking to get on the end of this. Decent chance! This might Chukwueze! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better.
Nigeria, well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Aina. Ndidi. Torunariga. That's a lovely, neat pass. Bassi. Torunariga. Aim forwards. Bassi, gently done. Moved on forwards. Aina. Osei Samuel. Aim forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Aguirre played up towards the front line. Hakimi. No question, that's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Ben Seguir really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Tries to dink it through. Oh, smashing header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Chukwueze certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Bassi. Ndidi. Aina. Lookman. Ndidi. Osei Samuel. Osei Samuel. And here's Osimhen. And a chance! Hakimi. Ben Seguir. Ben Seguir looking for a runner. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Bassi. Osei Samuel. Torunariga. Has a look and plays it forward. Ndidi. And it's played forward. Well read, nice interception. Amrabat. Forwards and with intent. Do have a chance to counter here. Lookman. Now it's Osimhen. And it's Ndidi. Well, that looks a cracking ball. He's Chukwueze! That was superb goalkeeping.
Chukwueze actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Brahim Diaz. Now he's off and running. Lookman. Played in by Lookman. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Chukwueze really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Ndidi. Osimhen being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. It's a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself. Torunariga. Bassi.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
That's been drilled forward. Torunariga. That's really well manoeuvred. Osei Samuel. Ndidi. And here's Chukwueze. Now, what about a counter-attack? interception. His positioning was spot on. Osimhen. Nice physical challenge. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. He's gone for it! And Didi played out towards the right wing. Unahi gets it clear. Ball is over the line. Can he latch on to this? And he cuts out the supply. Ben Sagir, gently done. Can he spark a counter here? Unahi. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, nice touch. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Aim forwards. Ndidi. Bassi. Ndidi. Moved on forwards. That has been cut short. And it's played forward. Succumbs to the pressure. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And it's Hakimi. Looking here to chip it through. And that has sent him sprawling. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Nigeria really could have done without this. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Substitution in progress.
And he's kept it out. And that's a poor penalty.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
He's there to head it! Hit into the middle.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Aina. Bassi. Lookman forwards and with intent.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Bassi. That's really well manoeuvred. That has been knocked clear. Lookman. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Didi. Torunariga. Spread out to the left. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Unahi. Now it's Ben Seguir. He is just caressing the ball. Caresses it through. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And he shoots! Bassi gets good distance on it. Ben Seguir, incoming delivery. And here's Brahim Diaz. There's the shot! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Chukwueze. Aina. Bassi. Bassi, gently done. Aina. Oh, can he get onto this? Aguirre wins the duel this time.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. Brahim Diaz.
Osai Samuel shifted upfield. Chukwueze. Hakimi aim forwards. Aina. Lukman. And here's Osimhen. Ndidi. Aina. There are a few waiting for it. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And it's been taken short. Ball comes in. And that has been cleared. And it's Ndidi. Ben Seguir was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Moved on forwards. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Torunariga. Aina. Driven forward. Well time, excellent interception. Up towards the front line. Calmly anticipates. Torunariga. Osai Samuel. Osai Samuel, nicely aimed pass. Played out to the right. Rawi. Nadir in acres of space out wide. Oh, great play! Oh, great defending, that needed doing.
And Nasiri really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Aina. Torunariga has a look and plays it forward. Probing pass. Again, attempts a clearance. Oh, there's a probing ball. Ndidi, that's an imaginative pass. Have it back and can go again. Aina. A chance to play it in. Lovely feet. Swept in. Brahim Diaz, absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
In the series, oh, good spread. Lobbed in behind. Torunariga. Ndidi. And it's played forward. Hakimi cuts it out. Osimhen. Osai Samuel. Osai Samuel forwards and with intent. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Ndidi. Bassi. That's really well manoeuvred. Aina. He's got away. Ben Seguir. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. In the series, chasing after it. Aim forwards. Moved on forwards. Oh, sweet feet. Brahim Diaz played with finesse. And out it comes again. Nigeria can consider themselves just about safe now. Aina. Lukman. Osimhen. That's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And it's Osei Samuel. Ndidi. Ben Sagir with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Aim forwards. Amrabat played out towards the right wing. Lookman. And here's Osimhen. Brahim Diaz. And it's Diaz. Amrabat. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Mazraoui shifted upfield. So what can they make of this? En-Nesyri played out to the left flank. Aimed in towards the centre. Can he deliver? Crossed in again. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, such a clever touch. Out to the right. And it's hoisted clear. Now it's Osimhen. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he is shown a yellow card. Torunariga. Osei Samuel. Chukwueze's cross. Oh, that's nice and simple for the keeper. Lookman. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Ndidi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. En-Nesyri. Ben Sagir. Unahi. Torunariga. Bassi. Osei Samuel. Torunariga. Bassi. That's really well manoeuvred. Hakimi gets across to intercept that. Aguirre, and the keeper's got it again. And it's played forward. Bassi cuts out the pass. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Osimhen. Ndidi. Ben Seguir. Aguirre. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Osimhen does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Lookman. That's a lovely, neat pass. Ben Seguir looking to get on the end of this. Defending of the desperate variety. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Torunariga. Now then, the ball's come loose. Unahi. Nadir. That's going to go a long way. Aina. And that will be the final act. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes